Hello, everyone, and welcome to PlayStation Enthusiast Podcast, episode 12. My name is Himanshu Talwar, and today I'm joined by Josh Brandt.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good.
And
PlayStation.
And of course, Mario Piaquadio.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing today?
We have quite the packed episode for you guys today, and it might not be as silly as some of our other previous episodes.
So, can't guarantee.
We'll try.
Yeah, of course, we can't exactly
we'll try
guarantee
to make this. Try to have some structure here this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brett was unfortunately not able to join us today because he is apparently having internet issues or something, or maybe something with his kids. Who knows? He's just always full of these goddamn excuses, and I'm quite frankly sick and tired of it.
He ditched us. That's what you should know. He hates you. He doesn't want to do this.
Exactly.
That's the facts. Yeah. Those are the facts.
That's Brett for you.
All right, so should we get started?
He has kids
so we keep
pouring out of
trudging
the
on
seams.
with that unfortunate reality. Let's get right into the news. And Mario, why don't you kick us off?
All right, awesome. First piece of news: the final batch of PlayStation VR pre-orders starts on June 30th. Now, this is the last time you can pre-order a PSVR unit. Very limited. There's not that many, but according to PlayStation, if you cannot pre-order it now, you can still go out and buy it day one. Like, probably do some lines, but you can still buy it day one. They are trying their best to not have so many supplying issues as they did with PS4. But yeah, it's if you really want to pre-order it, this is your last chance.
Yep. And June 30th. So the day that you guys are listening to this, hopefully you're listening to it the day it airs. That is your only day. If you're listening to this too late, well, goddamn, I'm sorry. You can't get it anymore.
Yeah, sorry. You're screwed. Sorry for that. Any of you guys going to pre-order, want to pre-order?
Myself, I don't know if I'm gonna pre-order. I'm kind of on the fence right now. The reviews for the RX 480, which is a new graphics card that AMD is putting out, just came out today, which is Wednesday the 29th for everyone listening. And the card is doing absolutely fantastic. Apparently, it's the next best budget card, which, of course, when you're Canadian, budget means mid-tier. So. So I think I'm probably gonna end up buying that, and then if I do end up getting two of them, maybe I'll get an Oculus, or maybe I'll get a Vive. Who knows? So cool. I have all options on the table right now, so I'm not entirely sure which direction.
Personally, I'm not a PC nerd, so I do want a PSVR unit. I, unfortunately, for money issues, cannot pre-order one now, but I'll try my best to get one day one. I got really convinced, and I started believing in it after this year's E3. I've written some previews, I've done some videos. I really like it, and I'm in, absolutely. Josh, on the other hand, I think he didn't like it that much.
My one experience, very brief for 10 minutes, was at a Best Buy, and I hear that's not the best place for the experience.
Not at all. No, not at all.
Yeah, and I don't think my representative knew what she was doing, so it looked really fuzzy. She didn't know how to adjust it. Like I said, it doesn't look right to me. And I said that, and she put it closer to my face, but then it didn't really help with the screen door effect or the fuzziness I was seeing. So I was playing Eve Valkyrie, by the way. So I was left with a sour impression because I had high hopes.
Yeah, that's an issue of the representative, because I've worn both the Vive and the the PlayStation VR, and I can say like absolutely the VR is probably the most comfortable out of the two, because Vive and Oculus sit over here by your brows, and PSVR the main place where it sits, it's in the forehead, so it's not as tiring. So I think it's really comfortable if it's properly worn.
Yeah, and well, it was comfortable. It just it didn't blow me away like I was expecting. And you guys have had more experience with it, so you guys could answer better, but I'm just hoping it was a better experience for you guys and that it wasn't just me.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I love it.
I think I've worn something like 6 or 7 headsets so far, 6 or 7 different headsets. PSVR is my least favorite out of all of them. Actually, no, second least favorite. Vuzix made a headset that's just absolutely fucking terrible. But yeah,
I also tried the gear, but that doesn't really count.
I've tried that too. Yeah, I don't count that at all.
yeah, I think honestly the PSVR's resolution is just so low that you get that screen door effect that Josh was talking about, and there's really nothing they can do about it, which is unfortunate because the PS4 just really lacks power. So yeah, that's my one concern with PSVR is that
Yeah.
sure the experience has potential, but it's hampered by the fact that PS4 is such a underpowered system, and I mean everyone knows I'm not like some kind of PC master race, waving the flag type of guy. I have a good PC and I use it, but that doesn't mean like I like, for example, Fury is coming out, and when they asked me which platform I wanted my code on, I was like PS4. I want my code on PS4 because I prefer playing games on PS4. Like it's just an easier experience, and there's no denying that. But when it comes to something like VR, you want the best quality experience. It's not necessarily like ease, because VR in and of itself is not an easy thing to do. It's not like the thing I was thinking about a couple days ago is like, okay, sure, I was at PlayStation's booth, and this nice lady strapped it on my head and made it real comfortable, and then she handed me the Move wand, and it was all easy to use. Okay, that's great, but in real life at home, it's not going to be that simple, right? When I put on the
It's
headset,
actually really simple.
Right.
No,
I put
no.
it on by myself, and it's really
I
simple.
get that, but when you put it on yourself and you're looking for the wands and all that shit, it's not going to be that easy. And Vive is not going to be any easier. Oculus is
That's
not
a
going to
good
be
one.
any easier. Yeah, and you're always strapped in. Like the experiences that we're getting at like press shows and stuff like that, they're not exactly like real experiences. And like the lights are never going to be as dim as they were in the PlayStation's conference or booth rather. Like, so it's never going to look as good or feel as good or be as easy as it was there. So you have to kind of think about, VR is not easy. So if I make it just a little bit harder for myself and put it on PC instead and get much better quality, is it worth it? Because I'm already doing all of these steps anyway, so why not just go a little bit further?
Yeah, I get that. Like the people who can and are into PCs and have PCs that can run it, I totally get it if you want to get a Vive or an Oculus. But for me, I don't really want any PC stuff. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I'm never gonna do it. So yeah, I've playing Res Infinite and Rigs. I honestly can say that I was blown away. I cannot wait to really play a lot of Res and especially a lot of Rigs. I think those two games are absolutely fantastic. They're not gimmick games. They're not experiences. They're games. They're really full games, and they're awesome. And with the announcements of Resident Evil 7, for example, I played the demo recently, and just imagining myself playing a full game like Resident Evil 7 on a VR headset is fantastic. So I'm really, really down for that, and I think I'm the only one in here, but that's perfectly fine. I love it. I'm gonna get it as soon as I can, for sure. But yeah, moving on.
Yeah,
This one
it depends.
is
It's
very
all what you
good
said.
news for
Budget.
pretty much
or-
everybody. Oh,
Hello.
yeah, I think Josh is having some internet issues.
Josh, we can still hear you. So if
Technical
you want to speak.
difficulties. Yeah.
It's a little delayed.
Okay.
That's
I was just saying. I just going on what you said. If you're going for the budget, if you're going for the budget amount, then you get the PSVR, and like Himanshu PC Master Race over there. If you want the full experience, you
Yeah.
get in a Vive or an Oculus. So, like I said, it just depends. It's totally financial, but I think Oculus and Vive are better overall, probably.
Yeah, they're better for sure. I mean, but that's the thing. They're better and they're more expensive. So, if you have a PlayStation 4, which if you're listening to this, you probably do. You only need to buy the $400 headset, and if you want, because it's not needed, which I will do, two PlayStation Move the sticks ones. So it's less expensive. Yeah,
And
maybe,
the eye.
maybe.
And the eye. That costs another $75.
Oh yeah,
Just
the
like-
eye. I have one. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Cost $60. Let's say you spend $600 overall, which you're not gonna spend that, but it's still the cheapest out of them all. So
Well,
there
okay.
you go. If you just
You know what? I'm having some trouble with the cheap argument. If let's take the PC and the PS4 out of the equation for a second, because obviously a PC, when you spend money on a PC, you're getting something way more than just a video game machine, right? Like when I buy a PS4, it's just for video games, or maybe Netflix. Like I'm not really getting anything else out of it. But when I buy a PC, I'm getting my money's worth. So if we take that out of the equation, then we look at just PSVR and Oculus or Vive. We know that Vive is obviously on the complete end of the spectrum, which is just
$800.
it's like something like $900. Yeah.
It's $800, I think.
Well, you have to include the wands as well.
Oh
Which
yeah, that's
are
exactly
right.
right.
$150 each, I think.
Yeah, damn, goddamn,
Wow.
goddamn.
But
Yeah.
no, you don't understand. These wands are more than just the fucking PS Move
I've-
wands. They're
I've used
insane.
them. I've used them.
They're
Dude,
insane.
I've used them. I know, I've used them, but it's insane. I'm not gonna spend $150 on a fucking wand. That's fucking insane.
So if we look at just Oculus and PSVR, we know that, like, it's undeniable. It's like an objective fact. Games are cheaper on PC. So if we look at the long run, how many games do you need to buy for PSVR for it to actually be cheaper, right? If I'm spending $15 a game or $20 a game or even $30 a game for a PC experience, and then I'm paying literally double that price for PSVR games, how many games do I need to buy for it to be cheaper to actually be in the PC camp? And how many apps am I going to be able to use on Oculus that I'm not going to be able to use on PSVR, because PSVR is not going to be compatible with PC, and it's not going to be compatible with these outside apps like, that Facebook is developing or anyone else is developing. How much?
I get all that.
How much money how much value am I actually getting for my money? And then which is actually the better financial, imperative? Like, where am I actually getting the value?
Cool, that's awesome. Yeah, you're right. But the people who are listening to this, the PlayStation fans, don't want to get into PC. That's just the fact.
Why?
They already know that's better.
It's
because they don't. Because it's harder. Because it's more expensive. Because they just don't want to put $1,200 into one machine.
So we took
and
out
have to
more
set up
expensive out
drivers
of the
and all that.
equation. Just like 5 seconds ago, I took out more expensive
All
from
right.
the equation, right?
PlayStation
So it's
console
harder.
players don't want to get
It's
into
harder.
drivers and all
Someone
that.
who has never
yes, it is.
even tried to make a PC before is telling me that
That's
it's harder.
not the point. Who gives a shit? If you don't want to get into PC, you don't have to ram PC down people's throats. Some
I'm not
people just don't
ramming
wanna play
PC down the throat. I'm just saying that there are more options on the table than just PSVR, and you have to look at those options, especially when you're spending that much money. You have to look at the other options on the table.
Guys,
I don't get your argument.
guys, I
at
can
all.
give
But
you
anyway,
an
who gives a
accurate
shit? If you wanna buy
representation.
PC,
No,
but
no, no.
go PC. And if you want to get into PlayStation 4, just get a PSVR. It's really in the people's hands. I really don't give a shit where you play it on. All I care about is if you're having a great experience, even if it's on PC, on PS4. Just do whatever the fuck you want. If you're having fun, awesome. VR is incredible technology, so just try it out. See your choices and just buy it. Go ahead, Josh.
Can I say? Yeah. Okay. I can be the moderator here. If you have a PC that sucks like mine just now that keeps cutting in and out, then don't get a Vive or Oculus. And you can't afford anything expensive past $1,000, don't get it. But if you're into VR and you're interested in it and you have a PS4, boom. It's not the same experience. It's not as good. It's not going to be as good as a Vive or Oculus, but it gets you in the door, and the cinema mode pretty much at least makes it so that you can play any game with the VR headset. It's not the same as having a game in VR, but still, it's usable with any PlayStation 4 game. So, in my case, since I have this piece of crap PC, and I've always had bad PCs, and I hate computers because of that, I will never get a Vive or Oculus. So, Mr. He-Man Chew and his deluxe supercomputers will have fun with that. So, it's just in the eyes of the beholder. But yeah,
some people just don't want to get into the modular aspect of PCs. Some people just don't want into that. I'm one of them.
I hate PCs.
I really don't want to.
I want a Mac.
Plug in my stuff and play. Yeah, exactly. I want to plug in my headset and be able to play. Exactly. Yeah. So, Josh and I are on the same page. Himanshu is like, he really is into PC, so that's why he gets on that. But like I said, if you are into PCs,
I'm really not.
Shut up, dude. But you understand everything. You don't mind like doing drivers and all that bullshit.
Anyone okay, you want to know how many times I've updated my drivers since I got my PC? 0 fucking times. 0. It all happens automatically. Everything.
It's gonna explode.
Literally fucking everything happens automatically. I've never installed
PC
shit.
Gaming. PC gaming sucks. Anyway,
We love all gamers.
BioShock, that collection. No, I don't. I hate PC gamers. Fuck you.
That's just because you can't make an argument against it. That's the reason why you hate us.
PC gaming sucks. Go play your fucking.
I think
MOBAs.
it's my bad luck with computers.
BioShock, the collection, is finally seemingly announced.
Yes.
Fucking finally. It appeared on 2K Games website. It just says BioShock the collection. And later on, the official BioShock Twitter tweeted out tweet with like a Big Daddy, and it says, "Welcome to Rapture. Would you kindly follow BioShock?" So
yes.
No further details. We don't know anything else about this. Just this. But it seemed like it has leaked a ton of times on retailers. We've gotten a lot of details on the game, but never an official announcement. But it's on the 2K Games website, so we know it's real, finally.
Yeah, and just announce something, please. There's all these rumors and stuff. I'm just ready to play through this series again, because I think it's the ultimate best series in gaming, one of the best, so I don't care. I've already played through both multiple times. Even BioShock 2 I love, which that's the oddball child, but it's still a great game. So, yeah, I'm all for this.
I'm really looking forward to playing BioShock again. If it's on the website, you have to assume an official announcement is on the horizon. A trailer, perhaps, something along those lines. I'm excited. I just really want to get it already, you know?
I'll tell you what'll really piss me off, though, is if it's just BioShock and BioShock Infinite. If they leave BioShock 2 out of there, I'm going to be pretty pissed off.
That would be, honestly. that would suck. I think it's going to be the 3 games. I think on the leaks it said, but I think on the leaks it kind of said that it was the 3 games. So we'll see. Exciting stuff.
Good.
Speaking of collections, Batman Return to Arkham has been indefinitely delayed, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, you guys think that they could possibly be packaging in Batman VR with this Arkham VR?
Doubt it. That comes out in October, right? Yeah, I'm not sure. I think what this is the amount of internet backlash they got, because I don't know if you guys saw, Brett showed this to me. There's like some screenshots, and the remaster looks worse than the original games. So they're probably, I think it's about that. I think it's them just taking it back and making it look better, and just making it look like what a remaster should be.
Yeah.
It's probably that.
Let's hope
It's
so.
Exactly. It sucks.
Add Arkham Origins. That's a joke that they don't have that game in there.
Yeah, that sucks. And they're not gonna include it. I'm pretty sure they're not going to.
Yeah.
What really sucks is that it was supposed to release exactly next month from today, and they're like doing an indefinite delay. So that sucks. That isn't good news. That means it's probably gonna come out in maybe a couple months, or maybe even more.
Yeah.
Anyway, to lighten up the mood a little bit, the PlayStation Store got out a mid-year sale for the PlayStation Store. This is week 1. It has a ton of good games, and I'm gonna read them to you. A Boy on His Blob on PS4, which is cross-buy.
Oh, that's a good game.
Yeah, it costed $9.99 and now it costs $2.49. Action Hank for PS4 now is now $5.99. Air Conflicts Vietnam Ultimate Edition for PS4 is now $5.99. Asta Breed for PS4 is now $9.99. Awesome Knots Assemble is now $2.49 for the PS4. Awesome Knots Assemble Digital Collector's Edition and Power Pack have also been on the sale. Back to the Future the game is now $7.99 for the PS4. Battle Trivia Knockout for the PS4 is now $2.09. Boggle for the PS4 is now $2.99. Broken Age, which is cross-buy for the PS4, is now $2.49. Broken Sword 5 $4.99, Capsule Force $1.99, Cell Damage HD $1.99, Citizens of Earth $4.49, Costume Quest 2, I love that game, buy it, it's really cool, $2.99. Dirt Rally, yeah, it's Costume Quest is really, really good.
Really underrated.
Oh yeah, absolutely, I love that game. Dirt Rally is now $44.99. Doom is $35.99.
It's gonna take hours.
I don't think so, but I could do that. Yeah. Doom for $35.99. Like awesome sale in general. Grim Fandango is $149. That was a good one. I Am Bread. People like that game. That's $3.89. Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris. That's another game that people really like. I tried it. It's not really my thing, but it's now $5.99.
Yeah.
Let's see. Saints Row 4 Re-Elected is $4.99, which is really, it's a good deal. Street Fighter 5 is now $40.19.
Still not worth it.
If you say so. Haven't played it. Super Stardust Ultra for the PS4, awesome. Costs $3.24. Just get that. Tetris Ultimate for $2.99 is also a great deal. The Telltale Games Collection for $21. That is insane.
Yeah, that's every Telltale game ever made.
Yeah, and
pretty
it
much.
originally cost $110. And
Yeah.
if you're not a PlayStation Plus subscriber, it costs $43, and if you are, $22. That's insane. That's awesome. Get that.
Yeah, PlayStation Plus isn't worth it, man. I'm just kidding,
Yeah.
by the way. It's totally worth it.
Volume for the PS4 for $5 is also a great deal. There's a ton of more games. Pretty much the PS Vita has a pretty similar list. But definitely I'm not gonna read them all. Just check them out. This is week 1. Next week there will be a whole new batch.
My wallet. These sales are getting as good as Steam, really.
Yeah. This week is Steam levels of like deals.
Savings.
Like honestly, yeah, I got really shocked by the Telltale Games collection. That is an incredible deal. Like you're getting $80 off that game.
Pretty much. Yeah, I mean, like most of us, we probably already bought most of the series, but I mean, if anybody still has not by chance played these games, especially The Walking Dead season 1 and 2, you need to just buy that.
I played them both on Vita, which by the way sucks because when season 3 drops, I'm not gonna be able to transfer my saves.
All your decisions means diddly squat.
Mean shit. Anyway, speaking of PlayStation Plus, it has been announced that PlayStation Plus has 20.8 million subscribers, which are awesome numbers.
Yes. That's a lot of people.
It's about half of the PS4. Half of the PlayStation 4 users
Ownership.
pretty much have PlayStation Plus. That's awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. I love PlayStation Plus. Like,
and what are our PlayStation Plus games for?
Speaking of,
July?
we got a little segue here. The PlayStation Plus free games for the month of July have been announced, and I will read them to you. The full lineup is Fury for the PS4, Saints Row: Gat Out of Hell for the PS4, Call of Juarez: Bound in Blood for the PS3, Fat Princess for the PS3, Oreshika: Tainted Bloodlines for the PS Vita, and Prince of Persia: Revelation for the PS Vita. Now, there is an extra for this. It's that you have these games, and there's an extra. That is Paragon. PlayStation Plus members can get early access to Paragon before the open beta hits in August 16. So there's a neat little
I have no clue
bonus if you are into that.
That game I have no clue what's going on with it. Like I think it's out,
insane.
But then
it's not out.
And then I just hear it's not out, and then I'm like, what?
It's not.
Like I don't even. It's like not even a big deal. It's weird.
Listen to this. Give a listen to this. The Paragon open beta opens on August 16, but right now
that's crazy.
There's like discs, like physical discs that are betas. They're not the full game. They're betas. It's like stupid. I don't get
gosh.
It's
that game.
What the hell is going on? Just release your fucking game. What the hell are you doing?
I don't care if it gets 10s. I'm still not playing it.
Yeah, just release your fucking game. Just announce that thing and release it. Just what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Anyway, I pass the baton to Himanshu, who will read you the drop.
Is he still there?
Yeah, I'm there.
I think so.
He's alive.
He's alive.
He's
All right, so here's
alive.
the drop. 7 Days to Die coming to PS4 digital retail. Apparently it's good. Boy and His Blob coming to PS3 digitally. It's been out on PS4 and PS Vita already. So
yeah, it comes out of PS3.
Castles coming to PS4 digitally. Full Mojo Rampage coming to PS4 digital. We'll have a review for that soon. God Eater Resurrection, PS4, PS Vita digital. Don't buy the game. Wait till God Eater 2 comes out, because if you pre-order God Eater 2, you get God Eater Resurrection for free. So there's literally no fucking reason to buy this game. Arc and Slash PS4 comes to PS4 digital. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Eyes of Heaven comes to PS4
I'm
digital.
reviewing that, by the way. I know a little bit about the manga, but that's about it.
Oh, right. I'm not reviewing Full Mojo Rampage. I think Alex Mosier is reviewing.
Yeah, Alex
I
is.
could be wrong.
Yeah.
Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens.
Yeah, I'll read that. Good one. In
What's
Lego
the
Star
drop?
Wars The Force Awakens, relive the epic action from the blockbuster film in a brand new way that only Lego can offer, featuring brand new story content from the Star Wars universe that explores the time between Star Wars Return of the Jedi and Star Wars The Force Awakens. Very excited for that game. I will buy it this Saturday.
Panda Run comes to PS Vita digital. That's out on the 30th.
Yes.
So by the time you're listening to this, it is out.
Game of the year.
Panda Run.
Game of
Pharaonic
the year.
comes to PS4 digitally. Prison Architect comes to PS4 finally digital and retail. Retail, that's weird. Resident Evil 5 comes to PS4 digital. Spy Chameleon comes to PS4 digital. That's out by the time you hear this. But if you're in the future, it comes out on the 30th. Star Ocean Integrity and Faithlessness comes to PS4 digital and retail. PSA, that game is mediocre at best from what I've heard, and that's exactly what I expected. I would wait until it gets a price drop, which is what I'm going to do.
Until a sale.
Steriden comes to PS4 digital. The Technomancer comes to PS4 digital and retail. The Technomancer is an action RPG set on Mars, feared and respected by all. The Technomancers are fearsome warriors trained to fight from a young age. You are on the verge of completing your initiation rite to become a fully fledged Technomancer yourself, but will you survive long enough to uncover the mysteries hidden in Mars? Dusty Embrace. Yeah, we have a review for this up. I think he gave it an 8.5.
He gave it a high score.
If I remember.
Yeah,
correctly.
that's honestly one of the highest scores I've ever seen for that game. I've read some reviews.
Yeah, I've seen
it's
a
not
9.
really well.
Anywhere from 4
Yeah, I've
to
seen
9.
anywhere from 4 to 9. So I actually.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I was actually driving to EB Games because this game actually looks really good. So I was gonna drive to EB Games and buy it, and on my way there, I checked my email. Don't use your phone while driving, kids. Don't use your phone while driving. I checked my email. I got a code for it, so I turned around and came back home.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
You
That
are
worked
so
out nicely.
lucky,
Yeah,
man.
I know, right?
You would have been giving it out on this show.
I could
You know
have,
that.
but I wanted to play the game, so fuck you guys.
There you go. There you go.
Zero Escape, Zero Time Dilemma comes to PS Vita, digital, and retail. That was Josh's pick?
And I have the drop for this because I'm really interested in this game. Zero Escape, Zero Time Dilemma features diabolic new puzzles, fully animated story sections that push the boundaries of interactive storytelling. Newcomers and familiar faces round out a robust cast of characters, while English and Japanese voiceover options flesh out the narrative. Multiple endings and non-linear story mechanics will keep you coming back for more. And this is based off of the 999 game that came out for the 3DS but never the Vita. And then, what is it? Zero's Escape, Virtue's Last Reward or whatever it was called was the second game in this. That was really good if you're into visual novels. And this one is supposed to be as good, if not better, than those previous games. It's getting high 8s and 9s. So if you have a Vita, it's worth getting. Really good games.
Yeah, I would play it, but I never played 999, and as I've explained before, I'm the type of person who has to play the first game, otherwise I won't play any others. Yeah, I don't have 999, and I refuse to play it because the fucking DS is so small, it gives me hand cramps, and I can't do that for 30 hours. So, I'll never play it.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Well,
actually...
that's a shame.
Maybe I'll buy it and then emulate it on PC. Because PC Master Race.
There you go.
That's your calling card.
Exactly.
But no,
Yep,
seriously, only
that's
you
what
won't
he's
have to
known
play
for.
Virtue's Last Reward to really get the most out of Zero Time Dilemma. So yeah, don't let that deter your choice.
Oh, Steven says 999 is gonna be on Steam. Okay, so I'll just buy it there.
There you go. Shout out,
There
Steven.
you go.
There you go.
Steven, you're the
All
man.
right.
All right, so now that the drop is set and done, let's give our recommended game of the week. Mario, do you wanna take this one?
No, I think that was Josh. I think Josh was gonna.
I think you said
Give the random game.
I had the random game of the week, not the recommended.
Pick it.
I think
I don't think
Hello.
we picked a recommendation.
I think it actually says Lego Star Wars on my notes. Hello.
Oh yeah, good.
Uh,
That was my drop
Mario.
game. I really don't have that much. That's the thing. I haven't played it yet. I'm sure it's gonna be great. I'm positive.
But you're gonna buy it.
soon.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy it. It seems I've seen a ton of gameplay. Flying around in ships just seems so fun, and the Lego games always do a great job of, keeping the focused story in general, but like giving it a funny and quirky twist. So yeah, we'll totally buy that. I'm a diehard Star Wars fan, and I'm super down for that.
I hear
Don't
it's the
have any.
best Lego game either. Two. So
Yeah, people
That
have
helps.
been saying that, have thrown that around. I will talk to you about it next week, probably.
Cool. Josh, random game of the week. Go.
go. This is your PS4, PS Vita exclusive title. Well, it's for PC too. Risk of Rain.
There you go. Awesome game.
Yes, I finally delved into this game just recently because I couldn't play on my PS4 and I was bored, so I got the Vita out. And my goodness, for a roguelike, it's almost perfect. The only quip I have is that the character models are small, but it's really not an issue because you can see everything perfectly fine. But you get these guys, and each level is procedurally generated, and you just have mobs of monsters that come after you. But you can open chests, your money for each enemy you defeat. You get all these different types of power-ups, and you can get like dozens of different power-ups during one playthrough, and it totally
I think they're
makes
named
you feel empowered, and it's awesome.
I think they're named abilities. Yeah, and one of the coolest mechanics of this game is that as time goes on, the difficulty goes up. So there's like a little meter on the right hand part of the screen, and so like you can, like every second the difficulty starts going up, and as you get more abilities, it starts going up faster. So it's like a really cool strategy. It's a neat mechanic, having to manage how the difficulty goes up and all that. It's a really fun game. Like you can go through a run of that game for hours on end, like for hours, and not finish.
And you just get so powerful, you feel like it's not overbearing. It's actually feels awesome, and it's one of the few games that does it perfectly. So check out Risk of Rain if you haven't. High recommendation.
Fun. Yes, I agree with that.
Himanshu.
Cool.
Bam, back to you.
Yeah. So let's talk about the games that we've been playing this week. I actually don't know what I've been playing this week, so I'm going to go ahead and open a Google Chrome browser. I'm going to go ahead and
you play like I can see you playing like 20 different games in 1 week. Like a different game, like 5 different games a day.
I'll go ahead. While Himanshu was finding what he played, I've been burning through my backlog of games that I wanted to play for a long time. I got Tomb Raider Definitive Edition for $5, which was insane. Played through the beginning of that really fun. I'm digging it. I'm into that. I bought Tales from the Borderlands. About to finish the first episode. Really, really cool.
That's a
Love
great.
that game. It's hilarious.
Yeah, that's a great.
It's hilarious.
Telltale game.
Yeah. Oh yeah, fantastic. And so far, it has run like pretty well for me. I haven't found any performance issues yet, which I'm surprised.
You're playing on the Vita?
No, PS4.
Okay.
Yeah. Bought Mad Max. I'm probably gonna start that today. Excited for that. What else? I know there's something else. Oh, I've been playing some NBA 2K16 while I'm like listening to podcasts and stuff like that. Risk of Rain 2. That's a good one. But yeah, mainly those three. I think those are the main ones that I went back and played. I like them all a lot. Probably gonna finish them. Maybe in the order that I told you. Yeah, probably in that order. I like them quite a bit so far. Now, how about you, Josh?
I'll be fast. Grand Kingdom. I don't know if I went over this the last time we recorded, but I reviewed it for PlayStation Enthusiast, and it is a good. If you like Vanillaware games like Odin Sphere, Muramasa, Rebirth, games with that art style, it has that similar art style, and it's a strategy RPG where there's 3 different lanes, and you can do magic attacks. You have like a knight who can run up to guys and slice them. And it's really strategic in that you can hit your own guys, and you really have to line up, be perfectly where you're at. And the overworld, you like control a chess piece, and as you move, the enemy moves. So if you can actually match it up where you can go away from the enemies, but I usually don't do that because you want to gain experience. But yeah, it's check out my review. It's a really good game. It's worth checking out. I went back. I'm going way back to last year, The Witcher 3. I want to play the DLC, Blood and Wine. I have that, but I haven't gotten to it yet.
Oh yeah, Witcher
so
3,
I'm going to.
Such a fantastic game.
Yeah, I never finished it. Never got close to finishing it, so I'm going through that again. And the second time is a charm. It's a lot better from what the first time, because I didn't think I knew what the heck I was doing. So this time it helps. And just some reviews coming up that I'm playing. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Went over that on him and Shu mentioned that on the drop. I'm playing through that, and the Banner Saga 2, which I reviewed Banner Saga 1, and that game I gave it a 9 out of 10. I thought it was fantastic. And this game is pretty much similar in every regards with some better interface options. So look for that review soon, but I'm loving what I'm playing right now.
There you go.
Yep.
Reminds you,
Brett wanted to drop in, and he said, just dropping in, love you guys, buy Odin Sphere on Vita, people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buy Odin Sphere.
Buy Odin Sphere. Everybody.
It is a great game.
Right, so what I was playing. Let's go ahead and find
Here
out
we
what
go.
the fuck I was playing. All right,
10 hours
so
later.
yeah, I did a stream, when I was streaming, I played some Hearthstone, I played some Breached, I played some Fury, the E3 demo, and then, God, there's something in my fucking beard. Or am I just going white-haired? What the fuck? Alright. Wait, what?
You have food, yeah. You have you just pull food out of your beard and eat it.
It's called food, yeah.
I think it was actually just dead skin, to be honest.
There you go.
All right. Yeah, I played Breached. I played Hearthstone. I played Mighty Number 9 for a couple hours, and then I returned it.
Oh, jeez.
I played
I gotta hear
Hard
about this.
Reset Redux, which is a fucking terrible game.
Yeah, I reviewed that, and I gave it a pretty low score, so...
Okay, I just wanted to touch on
bad.
this. I remember now. I remember what I wanted to say. Hard Reset Redux is what happens when indie studios try to create something that they can't really do. It's when indie studios try to do way too fucking much. Like, just relax. Just do what you can and make the best out of it. And that's how you make a good game. Like, fuck.
It's a pretty looking game.
Yeah.
It's a good looking game. That's about all you can say for it. It's as generic and bare bones as it gets, though.
And then all of the animations are disgusting.
About it.
Like, the graphics look really nice, and it's running on a nice engine. And then the animations are stilted. The gameplay is boring and generic. Yeah. The upgrades are useless.
Yeah.
The game is just fucking bad, and it has no soul. And it's like Mighty Number 9. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not even gonna talk about Mighty Number 9. I'm sick and tired of this game. Okay, I'll say this one thing.
The rant.
After I finished playing today, I took out the disc, and I had to resist breaking the fucking disc in half. I've never felt this feeling before in my life. I've played a lot of bad games. And I've never felt like I wanted to break the fucking disc in half. But I had to resist today just so I can get my $35 back from EB Games.
That's hilarious. Oh my gosh. So why did you hate said game?
It's okay. So I never thought I would say this, but it seems like Inafune Sensei, whatever the fuck you want to call him, doesn't really understand what Mega Man even is.
Mastermind.
This fucking hack of
a
anymore. Game developer stealing the credit from someone else who actually made Mega Man. Yeah, it's like he doesn't understand the fact that if you like everything in Mighty Number 9 is Mega Man, and then you have Beck, who is the most un-Mega Man thing literally ever, and you have him like going at the speed of fucking light. Like that's the aim of the game. It's to move through the levels quickly. But if you took Mega Man and gave him that dash move and put him in classic Mega Man levels, those levels would suck too. Just because those levels are not designed to be played like that. The game wants you to play slow and pace yourself and to, like even when you look at things like how his jump is, you have to hold the jump button longer in order to increase, how high you're jumping. The reason for this is because it takes a bit longer to do that, and so you actually slow your gameplay as a player. So that little design philosophy is actually backwards as to what Mighty Number 9 wanted to accomplish, which is speed. So it's like the fucking designer for this game didn't even understand what he wanted to do. And you just get this mishmash of levels that should be in a Mega Man game and a philosophy that is nowhere to be, that doesn't belong in the same universe as Mega Man. Anyway, I'm getting a little bit heated up, as you might be able to tell.
You hit the nail on the head. A lot of people have those same concerns as you do. That's what I hear a lot about. Soulless.
Good to know that you weren't going to speak about the game.
Yeah, I wasn't going to fucking speak about it. And then Josh asked me the goddamn question.
Great to know. Speaking of Mega Man, I remember.
I just had to see this rant.
The Legacy Collection.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I also
played through Legacy Collection. Awesome.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I also played Nero, Nero, with like periods in the middle of it. Played it for like 35 seconds. Don't know what the game is so far. I think it's just a walking simulator. I'm not entirely sure. And I don't use walking simulator in a derogatory term. I'm sorry. But yeah, I think that's all it is. But I'm going to go back to it later when I have a little bit more time and actually, because I want to get the full experience. I don't want to, give it 10 minutes and then, stop playing it. So that's why I stopped playing it after 10 minutes.
Gotta give us your honest review.
There you go.
But you get what the fuck I mean, okay? You get what the fuck I mean. Also, now I can talk about the game that I really wanted to talk about. Fuck Mighty Number 9. Fuck Hard Reset Redux. No one matters. Nothing. Fuck PSVR. Fuck Oculus Rift. Fuck PCs.
Paranautical
fuck PS4.
activity.
None of it matters.
Let's all kill ourselves and be done with it.
None of it matters except Fury. None of it matters except Fury. Fury is the best fucking game I've played all year. Holy shit, it's my goddamn game of the year.
Woo! And it's free.
So
free game.
Good. It is so goddamn good. Okay.
And it's free.
So I played the E3 demo at least 45 times, and I'm like amazing at the game so far. So I blasted through the first boss, beat him in one shot, blasted through the second boss, beat him in one shot, and then I saw the third boss, which is not in the E3 demo. God, it's so hard. I'm amazing at this game. Like, I understand the mechanics in and out, and it still challenges me, and I don't even get, like, I was angry when I died in Mighty Number 9. I am definitely not angry when I die in Fury, because the game is so fairly designed and it's so immaculate. It's so fucking immaculate.
We actually met the developer of this game at the mix.
Yes.
Really nice guy. And yeah, the game looks awesome.
So back to what I was saying. It is so perfectly designed. Like, every single inch of it, everywhere from, like, the way the enemies move, to the way they attack, to the way the attacks are displayed, to the delay in which, you have to, parry, or everything. The way after... so each boss has phases. And after you delete or destroy one of their phases, and they move on to the next one, your health resets, and... So that way, let's say you have a bad start, and you get through, you scrape through one of the, I'm sorry, Steven just says, never mind, I didn't miss anything, just Himanshu dick riding Fury. Exactly, I will dick ride Fury till the day I fucking die. This game is so goddamn good. So yeah, okay, you have phases, and let's say you fuck up in the beginning of the first phase, and you lose 75% of your HP, and then you feel that urge to restart the boss fight just so you don't waste any time, right? Except you don't have to do that in Fury, because after you beat the boss's first phase, you get a health reset. So it's
nice.
It's just so fair everywhere. It's just like literally everything in his design philosophy is so perfectly placed. Whereas Mighty Number 9, obviously they didn't put a lot of thought into the way they were going to design the game. There was so much time and effort going into the way everything moves, everything reacts to each other, the way the levels are designed, the way, each character is so unique. You've never seen any of these characters before, and you can never, like, there's a guy with a fucking, like, there's a pimp with a rabbit head. Like, that's so weird. Like, I've never even imagined something like that before. And then and that's like your sidekick. He's the one guiding you through everything. So it's like, you can imagine just how outlandish the bosses are just based off that. Anyway, it's so fucking cool, so stylish, and then it just evokes that feeling in you right before you do something important. Like, I've never, unlike the developer or the creator of the game who was talking to us, he used to be a boxer, and he would feel that rush before he got into a fight. I'm feeling that goddamn rush. And I'm itching to get back into the fight. Like, it's not...
You are describing Dark Souls, my friend.
Okay, but Dark Souls
you
fucking
have me want to
sucks.
play this
Here's
game.
The thing. Dark Souls fucking sucks.
Oh,
Fury is amazing.
No. Don't
Fury
go
is
there.
goddamn
Don't go there.
amazing. So, okay. Josh,
I'll take your word for it. I believe you.
This might titillate you even more.
Sucks.
If this is coming from someone who doesn't like Dark Souls, and obviously what I'm describing is something that, a lot of Dark Souls fans love.
It sounds like Dark Souls.
If I don't like Dark Souls and I like Fury, imagine how much you're gonna like Fury.
That's true, dude. My head's gonna explode, literally.
Anyway,
free.
Well, there's no embargo, so I'm free to talk
add.
about any of this shit, except the number of bosses, and I can't post anything after a certain boss. Anyway, so that's the only information I'm not allowed to give. If you have any questions, leave them in the chat, or email me at himanshu@enthusiastgg. I'll answer everything. I am the goddamn preacher in the night for this game. And I want to give a shout out to Andrew J. Gonzalez for introducing me to this game. Because if he didn't, I wouldn't have found the love of my life, Fury. So thank you.
There you go.
Thank you, Andrew. Woo!
High praise.
So that's Fury.
From the Himanshu. We'll
have a review soon. I don't know. I need to get through the game, and it's really, really hard. So you can imagine it might take me a little while. But we'll have a review as soon as I'm done. If you've listened to everything I've said, you probably know around the range of number that I'm probably going to give it.
From 3 to 5, I think.
Yeah, somewhere around 3 to 5.
I get
it's
5 out of
hovering
7.
around there.
So yeah, Fury is
Man,
amazing.
that's a lot. That makes a lot of 10 out of 10s for the year.
You need to be
Man.
like I'm so fucking serious right now. Everyone who says that this month of PS Plus sucks needs to go fucking jump off a building, because I swear to God, this is the best PS Plus month ever. Ever.
It is a good month. Just because of one game.
All right, I can leave the chat now. You guys can finish the podcast. I'm done.
All right, bye. nice meeting you. Goodbye. All right, there you go. That's Fury.
He evangelized the heck out of Fury, so I'll have to check that out when it becomes available.
That's the thing. The awesome part about all this is that it's free. So next Tuesday, just download the fucking game and
even
get on it.
Even if you don't have PS Plus, it's $24.99 anyway. Just buy it. If you don't want to buy PS Plus, that's fine. Just buy the game. It's $24.99. It's no big deal, right?
But from what we've seen today, they probably
you would
have
probably say
PS
go
Plus.
even if you have
There's
PS.
a ton of people who have PS Plus.
Or if you're on PC, you can buy it for $24.99.
What I was saying.
Sure,
There you go.
yeah.
Although
The game,
I was
game from what I played
Yeah, you're saying for
of the E3 demo, just in case you are a PC player, the game does run great on PC.
Although I can ask the question.
and you would say even if you
you're
have
PC,
PS Plus,
if you're PC gamer,
you would still
what
buy
the
it.
fuck are you doing listening to this show?
Hey, you never know, man. People are everywhere. Yo, Steven,
Tuichi-san.
my boy Steven's a PC gamer. What the fuck are you talking about, man? Come on.
Well, what the fuck are you doing here? The name of the show is PlayStation Enthusiast. The fuck are you doing here, Steven? Like, we have a site that is called PC
We love
Enthusiast.
gamers.
Yeah, but this is PlayStation.
Except it's not PlayStation dick riding. That's not the name of the show. It's not I'm gonna, defend Sony at every fucking, point of their career or of their business.
If there's somebody
That's not what the
who
fuck it
fucking
is.
criticizes Sony, it's me. But we have.
I've
like,
never
a
heard you
PC
criticize Sony. I'm just gonna say that.
That's because we've done only like 7 shows, dude. Like
We've done way
we
more
don't
than
know each
7
other
shows
that
together.
much.
Anyway,
We've done 12.
Anyway, we like gamers from everywhere, and you are more than welcome to stay here. And as Steven says, I do what I want, Mario. Fuck off.
No, but what I wanted to tell Steven, and you fucking interrupted me, was that if you like PC, you should check out PC Enthusiast. I think that's the name.
The website
It's
is
another
actually
branch.
called gamingenthusiast.net.
Oh, Gaming Enthusiast. There you go. Go to Gaming Enthusiast. That's a branch from us. They're cool guys over there. You should check it out.
All right, so Josh has now dropped out of the podcast. I'm sure he'll be back soon. But until then, let's Josh is back.
Josh is back. There you go.
Let's just wait. Okay, Josh. Do you want to explain to us
Hey, what's up?
what this topic of the week is? I think he's actually
This
dead.
topic of the week is brought to you by
Okay,
Him
Josh,
and
I'm
Shoes
gonna interrupt
Rants.
you right here. Maybe you should turn off your video.
Welcome to his rant house. Yeah. Hold on a second.
Connection issues.
Am I there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. This topic of the week is brought to you by Him and Shoes Rants, where you can learn a lot, especially about Fury. Okay. For our topic of the week,
Still
we are...
cutting out.
Oh, still out? Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Alright, so I'll read exactly what I have on my notes, which is Neo/Scorpio thoughts. Take the floor, Mario.
I have spoken about Neo a little bit in the past. In the sense that we don't really know that much about it. We at least know it's real. Andrew House confirmed. But I actually want to go the Scorpio direction because I think Xbox is doing a way better job at everything about this than Sony is. Sony leaked all of their specs They're really focused on making it just like an upgrade to your PS4. And what Scorpio is doing is going out going out with a bang, with a like a really really powerful console according to the rumored specs, like a really powerful console, and they're basically like taking the loss. They're saying, we know we're losing and we want to make it up, so here is the Scorpio. We want to push forward to the next console generation and the next big thing. And I think that it was such a great way to deliver that message. That entire video at the end of the Xbox press conference was top notch. I think they're really doing a great job, and I think Sony is probably taking it back. I think they wanted to showcase it at E3, and they probably heard something about the Scorpio, because if you compare both of the rumored specs, the Scorpio is way more powerful, like way more powerful than the Neo. So I think Sony should, and I think they are, taking it back and just looking at what they want to do all over again. Just maybe trying to make it a little bit more powerful. Just maybe take it back and see what they want to do with it now that the Scorpio is a real thing and it's probably going to be way, way, way more powerful. I think that's a smart thing to do. PS 4.5 reception hasn't been that good, I mean, and the Scorpio has. So it would be smart of them to just take it behind the scenes a little bit, figure out what they want to do with it, maybe get some specs at the level or even higher than the Scorpio, and just do an announcement just like Microsoft did. Microsoft's announcement of the Scorpio was perfect. People were mad at the internet because that's what people do. But if you compare how mad people were about the PS 4.5 and how mad people are about the Scorpio, you can see clearly who is handling it better, and that's Xbox. So I really want, like I've said on this show before, I really want to just see what the PS 4.5 is. If they're taking it back and figuring everything out again, cool, great. Take it back, and once you know what you're doing, and once you have a plan, let me know. Let the developers tell me what they think about this, because we've had big people from Activision and EA and Ubisoft saying that they're really into it and they like it, but it's kind of marketing speech. I really want to see what developers think of it, so I'm just waiting. I initially was like, yeah, I'll buy this because I wanted to upgrade my PS4, but as time has gone on, I'm just on the middle of the road with it in general. I just want to wait. I don't want to make an opinion yet. I just want to sit back and watch whatever the fuck it is. So if they come out and do what the Scorpio is doing, I like that. I think that's a smart choice. If they just come out and say, no, yeah, this is more high quality for 4K, let's say that's the main functionality of the PS 4.5, then I'm not gonna buy that. I'll be fine with mine. But I'm just gonna sit back, let them tell me what this is, and once I know what this is, I'm gonna be able to make a point and just know what side I'm on. But yeah, kudos to Microsoft really on handling this whole situation just way, way better than Sony did in pretty much every way possible. What do you guys feel?
I feel, I don't know if you hear me right now.
Yeah, let's have you go ahead first before you drop out again.
Yeah.
Amazingly. Yeah. I tend to agree with you, Mario. First I was like, man, why are people not hating on the Scorpio? It's like people were quick to hate for the Neo idea, but then the Scorpio, it's like, oh, hey,
it's because Microsoft was
Microsoft.
smart. Microsoft was really smart.
Yeah, they were smart about it. That's it. They're branding this. What they're pretty much doing is they are forcing the next console generation on us.
Exactly.
Faster,
Exactly.
which I don't want, but I can understand why they're doing it. They're admitting their defeat of this generation, so they're taking matters into their own hands. Here's our new console. It's going to be backwards compatible with all Xbox Ones, but it's much, much more powerful, and you still get the same experience. It can play the new VR units, which they haven't specified yet, but their marketing was just much better and made more sense. And I think
Backwards
like you
compatible
said, PlayStation.
too.
Yeah, PlayStation had to go back to the drawing board.
Yes.
And say, okay, maybe we should. Which I hope they're just going to make this ultimate surprise of a PS5 and move on, because they sort of have to stay up with Xbox One now because they're taking the reins away from Sony. And yeah, like you said, it's just Microsoft is pushing the next generation on us faster, but they're taking the reins over, and it's going to be interesting to see what the Neo can do.
And that's the
it's going to
thing.
just be another PlayStation iteration.
Exactly, because like you said, Microsoft is forcing the new generation because they came out and said that they're trying to push the boundaries of console gaming or something like that. They didn't come out as saying, oh yeah, this is an upgrade that you can get. And that's what they needed to do, because there's no way in hell that without a new hardware, Xbox was going to catch up to the PS4. That was not going to happen.
Yeah.
And so coming out with a really, really powerful console, and like you said, just pushing the next console generation was really, really smart of them. I give kudos to Microsoft. The fact that it's backwards compatible, and it is an upgrade, but it's more than that. If you get what I'm saying.
It's a new console, pretty much. They're pushing a new console.
They're pretty much, like stealthily releasing a new console, because I'm not sure if they're gonna say, yeah, this is the new console, but it's not an upgrade, and it's pretty much as close as a new console, but sneakily, like they're doing a sneaky job of doing that, and I think it's fantastic. I think they're nailing it.
Yeah.
We'll see.
No, I was just going to say, to go back to the conferences, I think you are foolish if you believe Microsoft had a better press conference, even with the Scorpio news.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, I go back to this. If you're thinking about buying a PS4 or Xbox One, from which conference, I think 9 times out of 10, someone will buy it from the would side with PlayStation, just because the games, I'm more excited for those games, bar none, over the Xbox. And so this Scorpio, yes, it was a great reveal, but it's still not coming until the end of 2017, probably 2018.
Yeah, that seems like a good number.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I'm not thrilled about these new consoles coming faster, to be honest. It's just too fast. You can still get tons of power out of, except for the Xbox One. It does sort of chug.
Exactly. That's the thing. The Xbox is so behind that they have to do this if they want to stay competent.
Yeah.
Because if they don't, they're just gonna get murdered.
They already sort of are getting murdered, even though their sales numbers are still good.
Yeah, that's the main thing about this entire console generation, is that Microsoft has been doing a great job overall in everything they're doing. They're selling great. Like, the numbers of the Xbox One are awesome, and they had a great conference. But Sony is doing just so much better. That's the thing.
Yeah.
The Microsoft conference was great, like awesome conference, and then PlayStation did a 20 out of 10 conference, a conference of dreams. I think like you can go like, this is insane, and so they totally overshadowed them. That's the main theme of this entire console generation, I feel.
And we haven't even hit on the NX.
All right.
So, NX.
So I think we're talking a bit too much about the conferences. Let me give you my thoughts about the Neo Scorpio thing. So, I think in one broad sentence that Microsoft is attempting to kill consoles and move everyone to PCs. And the reason why...
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
The
I
reason
agree with
why
you.
is because this immediately destroys Sony. Because if you think about it, Sony exclusives don't come to PC. And Sony doesn't make any money off PC. So, if we kill consoles, and then the choice becomes PC and PS4, and all of these Xbox gamers end up going to PC because that's their brand loyalty or whatever, then you immediately have a larger user base on PC, and then developers like Ubisoft, Activision, EA are more enticed to optimize their games for PC, which they haven't been doing so far.
Yeah, that's a big thing. Real quick, that's another big takeaway for sure for the Xbox conference, that they don't have Xbox exclusives anymore at all. Like, all of their games were coming to PC, so that's a pretty big deal, because currently the only console, apart from Nintendo, that will have console exclusives, like only available on consoles, is PlayStation and Nintendo. So Xbox totally, like you're saying, they're merging PC and Xbox more and more as time goes on.
Okay, now let me continue.
Yeah.
So, my view of this whole Scorpio thing, and I want to call back to Eli's interview with one of Xbox's marketing guys. I think that's who he was talking to. Anyway, he asked a question to this man, and he said, "You're releasing Scorpio so soon after Xbox One comes out. What's to say Scorpio isn't irrelevant in a year or 2 years from now?" And the guy replied, "There is no reason why that wouldn't happen." And quite frankly, I think that's what Microsoft is going to do. Because let's say Scorpio comes out, everyone's all happy about it. Oh my god, 7 teraflops, which I'm going to get into that for 1 second. Just let's put a pin in 7 teraflops for 1 second. Oh my god, 7 teraflops.
Yeah.
This console is so amazing. Great. The next console comes out 2 years later, and everyone is fucking pissed off because they spent $500-600 on this new console with 7 teraflops, and now they feel ripped off because console gamers aren't used to that. Xbox gamers might be, because the Xbox One, or rather, the Xbox 360 came out 5 years after the Xbox original, so Xbox gamers are a little bit more attuned to that. But newer people who jump onto the Microsoft bandwagon thanks to PlayStation's long 10-year life cycles are not used to that, and they're going to feel pissed off because now that console only lasts 2 years. So what do? They immediately think, okay, well, consoles are fucking irrelevant because I'm not spending $600 every 2 years to get another fucking machine that does only video games. So I'm going to move to PC.
Yeah.
That throws Sony out of the race and gives all of the profits to Microsoft, and they immediately make back all of their money on the R&D hardware for Scorpio. So I think they're playing the long game, and they just want everyone to turn into fucking PC monsters. Disgusting. I know. Fuck you,
but
Microsoft.
Then you have
Wait.
Yeah.
Not done
disgusting.
Yet. There's another reason why this is more and more plausible to me. The 7 teraflops thing. The reason why they keep saying this is because no fucking console gamer understands what that means. Please, Mario or Josh, do you know what 7 teraflops
No
is?
fucking clue.
Exactly.
You can shove your teraflops
Flop
off
it away.
your ass.
So as soon as they keep saying, as soon as they say, oh, 7 teraflops, and then Todd Howard comes up in a video and says, oh my god, 7 teraflops, that's crazy. We've been asking this as developers forever. Well, guess what, fuckhead? You haven't, because you have more than 7 teraflops on a normal PC. So, you haven't been asking for this all the time. Otherwise, you would be making PC exclusives. So, the reason why they keep saying 7 teraflops...
I understand what you're saying.
...is because it's confusing to console gamers, and they don't understand what that means, and they think they think that the leap is so outrageous that it's worth the $600. So they're going to be on board for that. Whenever Scorpio comes out, they're going to be on board because they don't understand what the leap actually is. And they don't understand what the difference actually is.
I get what you're saying. And I know you're right about Microsoft. I think they're wanting to convert more people to PC. But it always comes back down to the games. And by and large, Sony just has this great stable of exclusive titles that I want to experience that I'm not going to be able to experience anywhere else. Who knows by then? I was going to say, they're not doing Uncharted anymore, but there's Beyond, a new IP which is only for Sony right now, and there's going to be plenty of other new IPs, and that's what makes me excited for Sony to stay with Sony. And plus, I've reiterated this many times, but I'm just never going to be playing on a PC. It doesn't appeal to me at all. You're gonna have a lot of people that are going to want to get a high-end PC, spend thousands of dollars. I'm never going to play on a PC.
Here's one point that I failed to mention, and I apologize for that. And he's on a delay, so he can't hear what I'm saying.
Yeah, I can. I can.
Okay, so the reason why you're not going to feel this same thing about Sony in 5 years from now is because Sony now has to respond to the Scorpio. So let's say Scorpio... Okay, so just for conversion's sake, 7 teraflops is about a 1060, which is a generation ahead of what the PS4 is currently running on and what the rumored Neo is actually running on. Because apparently the Neo doesn't use Zen or Zen plus Polaris, which means it's actually a generation behind. So there's literally nothing they can do to make a budget console that can hit that number. But had they chose to use Zen plus Polaris, which they're apparently not doing, and apparently it's too late because if this console is coming out by October, these things are already manufactured.
It's not going to.
They're in the boxes.
I'm positive it's not going to.
Let's say all the rumors are true, because if that rumor is not true, then we don't know if it's actually running on Zen Polaris or not. So let's just say all the rumors are true. If it's coming out on October and it's not running on Zen Polaris, it's too fucking late for them to do anything. So they're immediately right after PS4 Neo comes out, they're gonna have to respond to Scorpio. And if they don't, then all of the 40 million gamers on PS4 see that shiny experience running on 4K, and they're like, wait, why aren't we there? Why are all the developers making better games there? Why are their games exclusive and ours not? And so they immediately jump ship, or they buy, both consoles, and then when Sony responds inevitably, because they have to, they're a business, they need to, keep up.
But that's the big thing. Hang on a second. Just to counter argument, right? That's a big thing. They do need to respond to the Scorpio. But what I'm pretty much positive on doing is that they were going to release the Neo on October, but they're not going to anymore because they're gonna bring it back to the drawing board, and then later, maybe in 2017, then respond to the Scorpio with the Neo.
There's absolutely no way that they eat all of that cost. You don't understand what Sony doesn't make as much money as Microsoft. They can't eat that cost. Microsoft might be able to eat something like that, but Sony has been.
They're not going to release.
Sony has been in.
They're not going to release in October. I'm positive about that.
Sony has been losing money for the past 10 years. They're not going to eat that cost because they just started making money back, and there is no way that their investors are going to let them do that. But let's say that they do, magically. And then when the Scorpio 2 comes out, then what do? They're in the same position now. Now they have to respond, and then the gamers feel the same way, right? So it immediately shuts out Sony, because all of the gamers feel ripped off, because those Sony gamers, remember, they're used to 10-year life cycles, and now they're seeing 5 years life cycles, and then they're seeing 2-year life cycles, and then they feel ripped off. And then they start questioning why they're actually on that console, why they're actually in that environment, why do they keep backing this company with a broken online with, only, like, literally the only reason to be there is Japanese exclusives, and that's really it. And don't get me wrong, I love my Japanese exclusive. That's why I'm a PlayStation gamer. But at some point, enough is enough, because all of these Japanese games, they're starting to come to Steam too, right?
True. I think we should all just jump ship and go to the NX. If this ever happens,
I'm really interested in the NX.
I'm never going to be a gamer anymore. It's becoming a little ridiculous, honestly, with the prices.
Here's all I'm gonna say, honestly. Like, when we were playing on the PS3, it was like a big thing that consoles were gonna die, right? Like, that was the thing. Consoles are dead. They're gonna die. And this generation only showed that did not happen. And I understand everything that Himanshu is saying, but I doubt that console gaming will ever die, because you have the people who buy their PlayStations and only play Call of Duty and NBA 2K16, which I know a lot of people like that, and those people give a ton of money to the companies because they buy a Call of Duty every single year. Those people are not gonna buy a PC. They're not going to. They
might not, and I don't even care if they buy a PC, because they're gonna stop playing games. When it comes down to the point where their next Call of Duty,
then the market suffers.
Exactly.
Dude.
That's what I'm fucking saying. Thank you for proving my point, Mario. Then the market suffers, and then the market dies. Then the market dies.
Then I'm never gonna play video games again. Then that's the fucking worst thing that could happen in my life. I'm gonna kill myself then, because gaming is gonna die if that happens.
Well, goodbye, Mario.
Goodbye.
That's it.
I doubt it happens. I doubt any of that happens. Honestly.
Yeah, I doubt it'll happen too. There's always something else that comes. Yeah. I mean, we're still in the golden. We still haven't even dropped into VR yet. We still don't even know how that's going to turn out.
Exactly. But that's another new big thing that could shift the entire landscape.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
At the end of the day, I just want to make one point. At the end of the day, people don't have enough money to afford a new console every 2 years, and that's what Microsoft is trying to push Sony to do, because all of their gamers, they know they can't afford consoles every 2 years. Josh, you have a family, you have 2 kids. Maybe I can buy a fucking PS4 every 2 years, but I know you can't, right?
Yeah.
So that's what they're trying to push people to do, because then it cuts you guys out of the equation, and you guys, if you need to play games, move over to this. If you desperately need to play games for cheap, you can move over to this.
Or you just buy a Nintendo, or just buy a
Nintendo's
console.
Fucking garbage console, whatever the fuck you want to do. And and then you're out of Microsoft's eyes. You guys weren't in Microsoft's eyes anyway. That's not the point.
No, I hate Microsoft.
Exactly.
Oh, I don't. I'm gonna buy an Xbox One. Like, I've been looking. I don't hate Microsoft.
No, I refuse. Like, I refuse to buy an Xbox One. But I do love fellow gamers, Xbox gamers, so don't get that impression.
Oh yeah.
But
yeah.
I'll never buy an Xbox console, because I do agree with Himanshu what you're saying. They're trying to speed up this process so that they can sell more for their PCs. Make it more like just, buy a high-end PC, because your Xbox One games are all compatible with PC now. So that's what I totally get what you're saying, and I agree with you.
Oh yeah, I do too.
And I also agree with you, Mario, about I think console gaming has a place, and I think it'll times will change. They'll find a way.
I think PlayStation is here to stay. And I honestly even think that Xbox, I don't see, maybe in a far future, maybe in 15 years, but I don't see Xbox completely dying and leaving just PCs. Maybe in a future, like, yeah, it makes sense. They're owned by fucking Microsoft, but I don't think they're ever gonna stop.
Even if what I say doesn't happen, that's not the point. What I'm saying is this is what Microsoft is trying to do. That's their end goal, because that's where they make the most money. Yeah. And I'm not blaming Microsoft. They're a business. If I was them, I would do the fucking same thing, because I want all of the money at the end of the day, right? Microsoft wants all the money, Sony wants all the money, everyone's just fucking money hungry, and this is the play that makes Microsoft the most money. So this is probably what they're trying to do.
We'll see.
Yeah.
It's
I get what
really
you're
a
saying.
lot of speculation and in making a ton of it's just a ton of speculation.
Yeah,
We
but
just
what the fuck else
need
do
to
we do,
wait.
Mario? Please tell me, what
They-
else do we do other than speculation? We're
No, that-
enthusiast media.
Well,
but exactly,
like you
that's
said,
my point.
it's about the like you said, there are no Xbox exclusives anymore. They're all PC, so you can see
that
shift.
doesn't
going
exist
on.
anymore. Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, that was one of my biggest takeaways from the entire Microsoft conference, that they don't have exclusives anymore. Xbox doesn't have any exclusives. We'll see, man. I just really want to know what the PS4.5 or the PS Neo is, just so I can make a point. I don't know, man.
don't
I
like
just want to wait.
I don't like it. Just stop. We don't need more powerful consoles. We just take your time. But I know it's not that way. But
Oh, another argument that I hear a
Hey.
lot is that, remember when the PS3 launched, games looked like shit, and then at the end of the console life cycle, great. The reason why that happened is because they were using their own proprietary cell architecture that no developer had ever seen before. So they had to learn how to develop for that console as they were developing for that console, and that's why you saw the leap. At this point, the PS4 is running on the exact same architecture that my PC is running on, so anyone can make something in
Right.
Unity and then port it to fucking everything. So it is not going to be like that anymore. You can that's like a fact. That's not even debatable. You're not going to see a leap like that ever again.
yeah,
I just really, I'm tired. I'm
lots of
tired
optimism here.
No, I'm tired of speaking about the Neo without knowing anything about it. So I'm just waiting. I'm tired. Yeah, we are about speculating, but we speculated so fucking much. I'm just tired of speaking about it. I just want to see whatever the fuck it is. I don't want to make any assumptions. I just want to see what it is, and once I really, this is what the Neo is. This is what the Scorpio is. This is what the NX is. Once I have all those facts, because we don't have any facts yet. Once I have those facts, then I'm good. And I can say, and I can
It's
hate
gonna
on
be-
it, and I can say gaming is dead, and I can say gaming is alive. Who knows?
It's gonna be a big black box of happiness and
Exactly.
joy.
I'm not grim about it. I actually think I'm actually very excited about all this, because what Microsoft did, which again they did a superb job, is in my opinion, it's only gonna be good for gaming, because now we're gonna get into competition, and that competition is always good for gamers in general, because once both companies are trying to up each other and there's just a constant fight, we benefit from that. We benefit from companies fighting, because we get cool stuff and awesome stuff. And I'm just excited for the future. I want to see what's PlayStation's comeback. Even though they're winning, that's the thing, they're really far ahead than Microsoft. But if Microsoft keeps being smart about the Scorpio and maybe reaches the PlayStation, I want to see what PlayStation's comeback is. And that's only good for us. That's only benefits us, because we are gonna get cool stuff, and that's all I care about, getting cool stuff and playing games and having fun.
So
Amen, brother.
just to
Yep.
close off the podcast, the last thing, okay, I've spoken a lot about the Neo on a lot about the Scorpio on a PlayStation podcast for some fucking reason. If I was Sony, what would I do in this situation? How would I respond in order to keep my gamers happy? And the way I would do it is not do anything. Do exactly like you did 3 years ago or 4 years ago, whenever the fuck the PS4 launched, when they made that response video with was it Adam Boyes giving Shuhei Yoshida a game?
That was
Yeah, do
the
exactly
fucking
that.
best.
You say,
God, I
here
love
at PlayStation, this is here. PlayStation marketing, you can fucking quote me. Here at PlayStation, we care about our gamers, and we don't need you to spend $600 every 2 years to make good games. We do that on the consoles that we sell you once, and that lasts for 10 fucking years because we're PlayStation and we care about our gamers. That's what you say when the Scorpio launches and Microsoft is fucking dead.
That would be a home run. That would be a home run, but sadly, they're not gonna do that. That's the thing.
Right.
And that would be a fucking home run. Like, you're absolutely right. Microsoft would sit in a corner and cry if they do that, but they're not, because we know that the PS4 Neo is real. Because
can do that. You can do that even if the PS4 Neo comes out, because the Neo's not on Zen Polaris, and it's not going to be that expensive.
The Neo is supposed to be just an upgrade if you want to play pretty games. If the Neo's specs are true, it can barely do 4K. So it's not even that much of a fucking upgrade. You can just point at them and be like, haha, they're killing their console generation 5 years early. Fuck them. And that's it. They're done. That's literally it. Yeah, that's all you have to do. And exactly. I'm so excited to see what's next. That's my point. I'm optimistic, and I'm excited to see what's next. I'm excited to see if PlayStation tries to rebound, if they keep it down, if they take it back, and if they delay a Neo announcement, if they do it now. I'm just excited to see what it is. And once, they could very well fuck up, but they could very well also just blow it out of the park. Who knows, man? I'm excited.
It's all about the games, guys. All about the games.
Yep. Can't wait.
Anyway, I think that was a fairly fucking heavy podcast. We hope that you enjoyed listening to the PlayStation Enthusiast Podcast episode 12. If you're listening on Twitch, hit that follow button. If you're listening on YouTube, subscribe. If you're listening on iTunes, rate us, leave a review, do whatever the fuck they do on iTunes. I have absolutely no idea, to be quite entirely frank with you. I think that's everywhere.
A lot of great stuff.
Yeah.
On the website, you can go on PlayStationEnthusiast.com.
That's through YouTube. So you just subscribe to us anywhere. If you see a subscribe button, hit the subscribe button. Just try not to get a virus if you're on one of those crazy sites. Anyway, my name is Himanshu Talwar. You can follow me on Twitter at SenorBrownCat. That's SenorBrownCat. Where can they find you, Josh?
I'm at _the_Brant, MINUSTHEBRANT, and that's my PSN profile also.
And yourself, Mario.
And I am Mario Piquadio. You can find me at Mario Not Bros. You can email me if you have any questions about the podcast, anything at all, at mario@enthusiast.gg. And stay tuned for possibly special guests in the upcoming weeks.
All right. Thank you for listening.
Boom.
We'll see you next week. Goodbye.